Kitties, what up, what up? Welcome to Primal Screen. This is your host, Nick Graystone. For the next hour, we're going to talk about fantasy, reality, and everything in between. Let's go.
What up, kitties? What is going is on. The Nizza is in his house. Thank you for coming back for another episode of Primal Screen. Hope everyone is having a awesome day, awesome week. It's hot as hell out there, but now it's not as humid, which is, 50-50. So you got to take the good with the bad, right? So, all right, let's get to it. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be talked about tonight. The Grim Reaper was a rough one this last week. I'm going to talk about a bunch of stuff about that. Donald Sutherland, off the bat, amazing actor. He starred in some great films: Animal House, Smash, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And, of course, I'm going to go with my favorite of his, because Sylvester Stallone is in it, Lock Up. He played the sadistic guard. He's one of the greatest actors of all time. His son, Kiefer Sutherland, was quoted by saying something that really hit home and was pretty awesome. He said this about his father, that he loved what he did and did what he loved, and one could never ask for more than that. And that's true. If you, they always say, if you love what you do, you're never going to work a day in your life. So rest in peace, Donald Sutherland. Next up was Shifty Shellshock from Crazy Town. He had that hit song, Butterfly, from he was 49 years old, and that was back in the 90s, late 90s. Big hit. That was around the time when I was at TGI Fridays. I remember that pumping out, and that was like one of those tunes that you couldn't get away from. So rest in peace, Shifty. One of the WWE Hall of Famers, the father to Roman Reigns, Sika Noi, from the Wild Samoans. He had a long life. He lived till he was 79. And he was, like I said, he was a Hall of Famer, tag team champion. And, you really can't ask for more than that. And it's good that he got to see his son succeed and excel in such great fashion as Roman Reigns has in WWE Universe. So rest in peace, Sika. The next one up was he's from the Tromaville verse. Doug Sackman, special effects guy, an actor, producer. He was young. It's a shame to hear about him. And he actually directed one of my favorite parody porns of all time, the Triple Exorcist, starring Joanna Angel and Evan Seinfeld. I always get a giggle when you do check out those boxes and you see like the boxes. You check out those titles on those like big clamshell. Those box. I gotta get out of that. The fucking VHS. Yeah, I gotta get out of that box. The VHS box, and you see it, and Triple Exorcist. So rest in peace, Doug. You were a legend in such a short period of time, man. And, my heart goes out to your family. All right, let's move along. Something's been bothering me, and I have to really just let it out. I've let it out to people around me and stuff, and some agree and some don't. But I'm having a hard time with Gypsy Rose Blanchard right now. I'm not liking the celebrity that she's becoming. So just to catch you up to speed, Gypsy Rose and Nicholas Godejohn murdered her mom, Dee Dee Blanchard. They had so many different documentaries about her. She was a victim of terrible, terrible, terrible child abuse. Her mom neglected the system for so long, saying that she was sick. She got all these things, these gifts and everything. They gave her a new house, trips to Disney, all that. And what happened was Gypsy met Godejohn on the internet, and they started this relationship over online. They met in person once, and they came up with a plan for them to murder the mother and then, I guess, live happily ever after. And we know how all that always ends. So what happened was the inevitable. They killed the mom. They went on the run. It didn't last too long. They both were arrested. Gypsy ended up serving 10 years. Godejohn has a life prison sentence with no possibility of parole. So the reason I'm bringing all this up is, so Gypsy now is out and she's getting all this, stuff done to her. She's having, her, she has a reality show. She's getting makeovers. She's talking about some hot prison, dirty sex that she did lesbian stuff. She's trying to get attention. And this poor kid, Godejohn, now is stuck in prison. Now, if you go back a little bit, I'm kind of jumping, not telling you the background of Godejohn. Nicholas Godejohn is he has a very, very low IQ, and he's more or less way beyond on the spectrum, just special needs. And it's a shame. I feel like this poor guy was manipulated by somebody, and he's now serving life while she's out gallivanting, doing her thing. And it's just it's a shame, this kid has no chance of parole because he's already tried to go to the appeal process, and they put a kibosh on it. Part of his sentence was life with no chance of parole. At least give this kid a second chance if you're going to give Gypsy the second chance. They gave her a plea deal right off the bat. And I don't know. It just, I don't feel like he's a threat to society. What's going to happen? He's going to go home. He's going to resume his Xbox game. He's going to sit back into his room, and he's not, I think his lesson's learned. I don't think he's a threat to society. His mugshot may, say a little bit differently, but, you can't judge a book by its cover. And I feel bad for Nicholas Godejohn, and I had to say it, it's just, I've told people about this, and some may, some agree, a lot don't, and I just feel that he got a raw deal, absolutely a raw deal. So what are you gonna do? So hopefully one day he'll get his chance for a redemption. In the meantime, I guess we're just gonna have to listen to Gypsy sing her song and do her thing. And I just feel like she's just headed for trouble. Don't. I hate to be the one that says "I told you so," because I hate that saying, and I even hate that I just said it. But I'm telling you, so let's move right on. Now, the overnight sensation. I have to talk about this. Hawk Tuah Hawk Tua. Whoa. Like, thank God for Hawk Tua. Because, like, we needed some Hawk Tua in our lives.
Don't we all need
right?
some Hawk Tua in our lives?
Right, Tony? Like, I just feel like it's needed. Like, such a great distraction from, like, all the negative, bad shit that's been going on. And just, like, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you under a rock, because this girl has been in the memes in the last week, and everyone is just she's all over the place. They had an interview with this girl, and she's basically talking. It's with her friend. They give a shout out to some guy, and then all of a sudden, the guy that's interviewing is asking, "What's a special move that you do in bed?" And she replies, "Oh, you got to give him the old Hawk Tua. Spit on that thing." And it's classic. You know, I wish I had a video of it. I didn't download it, but I don't know. Like I said, it's an overnight sensation. She's selling hats right now. She was selling hats within, I believe, 24 hours of it happening. So I'm not going to say that I don't want the hat, because right now the hat is in a cart. You know, if you view my cart on her page, it's in there. And I'm on the fence because the only reason I just don't want to pay the shipping and handling. But I'm telling you right now, 1,000% that if I was to run into Hawk Tua right now, I'm getting my selfie and I'm buying a hat and she's going to sign it. Tony, how much is the hat? I think we were talking about it before.
The hat is it's going for $33. Unless you'd like it signed, then it's going for $50.
Okay, so $50. I mean, like, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing, you know. Like, it's good.
No mention of how much the hat costs if she Hawk Tua's on it.
I mean, that could be like a bonus thing, you know. It's got to bring it up to at least triple digits, I would think. You know?
I agree.
Yeah, $100. You know, another $50 for the Hawk Tua. Not the act, but, you know, I even heard that this is a family business now, too. I believe that's her dad in the picture that's, like, up right now. Proud father standing next to his daughter. You know, I was talking about this with Tony before, too. Like, I don't know the amount of money that I would be satisfied if my daughter would have tell me, "Hey, Dad, you know, let's sell some Hawk Tua hats and stuff," you know, like, I mean, it's got to be rolling in quick so I could, like, not think about it, I would think, if it's the only way.
Well, she's made $65,000 already in hat sales.
Wow.
And that she's been she's been around for what, a week?
Yeah.
Give or take at this point? $65,000 in 1 week.
That's great.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get better, I feel. She could be, like, way beyond that now. I'm sure she is. I think she's even making, like I said, she's making appearances. She has, like, an agent now. And everything. So, and like I said, it's a family business.
She should do a TED Talk where she can give, you know, she can teach how to do the proper Hawk Tua.
A Tua talk.
That's great.
Right? So thank you, Hawk Tua. Her name is Haley. So Haley, however you want to be referred to as Miss Tua, Hakatomi Tua, whatever, you know, Hockey Obi-Wan Hakatomi. Whatever you like. But again, I appreciate your work. Thank you. So now this one, it's the Hall of Fame, the Walk of Fame, the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Two horror icons just got their pick of being on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Hawk Tua. The Hollywood Walk of Fame. Robert Englund at 77 years old. And John Carpenter. So Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger, John Carpenter, the director, the master of the horror films, Halloween, Christine, The Thing, Escape from New York. it's amazing that in the twilight of these guys' career, like you would think that these guys would have a star on the Hollywood Boulevard long ago. So I started scratching my head and I'm thinking to myself, like, how do you get picked? And I was shocked to find this out. That, first, you have to pay $250 to be considered. And out of the hundreds of nominations that they get per year, only are 11 selected by a committee for film and television. And then, if you're picked, you have to pay $75,000 of your own money to get put onto the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So it's not even like, hey, you won the Academy Award. This is your award. You did a good job. Thank you. No, it's like, oh, okay. It's like a pyramid scheme almost. You pay the $250 and then, like, get a couple of your friends to help you donate to get to the $75,000, and then maybe you too can be on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Like, I think that's a little crazy. Like, I don't know. Tony, you have any?
Well, that's actually the same for a gold record. If you're a musician and the record sales are qualify for a gold record and you want to actually get one, like an official, you have to pay for it. Like, they don't just make it up and present you with it. You have to actually buy it.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty much the same principle, and it's kind of weird,
right?
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's like buying spins on Spotify. I feel like
kinda, yeah. I didn't know that. So you have to buy your own, but somebody has to nominate you to get the Walk of Fame, or
so you have to pay first. No, $250. So let's just say, Tony, I want you to be nominated. I'll be like, all right, you know what? Here, $250. I want Tony to be nominated. Then you go into a pool of other nominees.
Okay.
And then out of that, they pick 11. And then from there, they go to you and say, all right, Nick Graystone nominated you, but now you're going to have to pay $75,000.
Right.
Some what kind of fucking friend am I?
Yeah, right. You put up what was it, $250 of 75,000?
Right.
Yeah.
That doesn't, pal. Right? That doesn't seem fair at all.
So it's like, basically you want to do it to somebody you don't like, so that they're in hock for 75.
Can you
grand.
imagine like the stories that we don't know of, like old school Hollywood, of some of those people? Like,
right.
You're thinking that fee right now is what it is. Obviously, with inflation and everything, it's have to gone up. But like, I should have did more looking into it to see back in the day how much it would have cost. Because, I don't know. Could it be up 1,000% of what it was? Could it have been a $25, fee to first you pay, and then maybe $750, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that,
Could be. Wow.
But shit, Hollywood's bullshit. Man, for years I've just tried to strive to be accepted by them, but I don't think I really want to. Fuck it. Kind of like what I'm doing. Right? Yeah. You only hear horror stories.
Yes.
We watch all these documentaries and everything, Fucking people work till they get nuts, or they end up fucking doing whatever, it's a shame. But yeah, Hollywood, fuck. Maybe they should get inducted into the Fuck You Hall of Fame tonight. The whole Hollywood.
I think that's a good idea.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, Hollywood, you're up. You're in. And you don't have to pay me $75,000. Free of charge. On the arm. Okay. It would also, to end this little discussion about it, it reminded me of somewhat also of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You had mentioned the gold records. For the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I don't know the cost to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I know that once you do get inducted, it's $10,000 a seat to come in. And the
inductees don't even get free. They have to pay as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I heard I heard back in the day that Marky Ramone bought C.J. Ramone's ticket to come into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Back in the day in 2002 when the Ramones got inducted. And, I tried Googling it, and I Googled for a while for that, but I couldn't find it. I think they keep that hidden.
Well, Steve Miller, when he was inducted, he actually spoke to the press about it, how pissed he was that he had to pay all this money to get in. And he said, I'm paying it. He says, but I'll probably never come back here again. And he was very, very vocal about it.
It's a guarantee. For me, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame every year is a guaranteed rant because I'm always finding some bullshit with like a nominee or a snub that's been going on forever, or how the fuck is this person getting in before this person, or it's just always bullshit. And then the bands that I've loved that got in, they never ever want to fucking go anyway. Like the Sex Pistols wrote on like a dinner napkin, fuck off. That's actually, that was cool. You go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they actually have the dinner napkin. You could see that they framed it.
Nice.
So it's basically like, they told us to go fuck off, but here, this is it. So, and then Guns N' Roses, they didn't perform. Van Halen didn't perform. Kiss, all of them were still alive and they didn't perform.
I was there for that.
The Kiss one?
Yeah, and I was hoping to see them perform, and they...
You were at the actual ceremony?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was at the Barclays Center.
Really?
Yeah. So I can say I saw the original Kiss, but they didn't play.
Wow.
Yeah, I was pissed about that.
Yeah, you would think, but that was all inner politics. They didn't want the other guys dressed up on the stage with them.
The Hall didn't want the current guys to play. They wanted just the original four to play, and Kiss was like, up yours.
Yeah.
This isn't our band.
Right. Right. They stuck up for Tommy Thayer and for Eric Singer, which, by every right they should, because those guys were in Kiss longer than, Ace and Peter. But, that obviously is going to piss off people, too, when I'm saying. But, fact's a fact,
That's right.
But that's a whole nother debate for another time. All right, so I have to talk about this pet peeve that I have, but to quote the great George Carlin, it's not even a pet peeve. It's a fucking major psychotic fucking hatred of something. People that don't pull up to the line while you're driving at the stop, at a stop light, at a red light. Have you noticed this?
Oh, yeah.
The gaps that people leave?
Yes.
What is the fucking main purpose of this?
What bothers me about it is that they're not tripping the sensor.
Right.
So you're probably sitting there longer than you should be.
Much longer.
Yeah.
They're leaving these gaps that you could fit in a school bus.
Right.
I wish I had pictures of it too. I keep on saying, I wish I did. I just didn't do my homework, I guess.
Well, what's worse, though, in my opinion, is the people that do that at a stop sign, because they're like you said, a school bus or like a car length away from the stop sign. So, in my opinion, all right. So you stop back here, but now you should be stopping again. In my opinion, you're going through that stop sign. You stopped too soon.
Right.
You're too far back. So yeah,
I think you start in a traffic situation too. You even safety issue.
Right. Yeah.
Because you definitely got me pissed off, and I'm getting road rage, and I'm not even driving. What is going on here? And I've just been seeing it more and more. Do you think also there could be the light? They're not seeing the light right up in front of them.
No, I think they're just idiots.
Idiots.
Yeah. Idiots. Especially on weekends. Weekend drivers are the worst.
Yeah,
the worst.
You know what? I'm not used to traffic because of my hours for work. I get up at 4:00 in the morning. I'm driving in. There's no traffic, and then I'm coming home. Sometimes 1:30, 2:00 in the afternoon, and it's a breeze. It's not bad. But once I'm in some sort of traffic or whatever, little things could set me off. But this one is major, I feel. And it's only, it's taken me a while to really get it out, like my old MO. I let it pent up inside.
So what do you do when you're in that situation?
I just did it like a sigh, like, and then I'm sitting there and I'm looking. Like, next time, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask. I'm just going to roll down the window and just ask. Like, is there like a reason why you're back here? But I think that's just going to be confrontational. And they're going to be like, what the fuck do you care, man? Your fucking business. Right?
Yeah, you're right
And then that's
about
going to
that.
get me more angry.
Yes.
I don't know. Just can't win. I feel like I'm just negative tonight. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to be, but like,
You're doing all right. And they're legit gripes.
they are, right?
Absolutely.
The gripes of wrath.
That's good.
Oh man. So kiddies, like I said before, you know, I wanted to turn it a little serious right now. I wanted to talk about my friend Tracy, her son Nicholas. He passed away this past week, and I just wanted to give a shout out to this great young man. He was 21 years old. He had his whole life ahead of him, and it's a shame. And my heart really goes out to her and her family, and she's been in my thoughts. And she actually asked me today if I would be around to do a song at his service. And I'm gonna put the song on right now. It's my cover of "Save Me" by Jelly Roll. And Nick, this is for you.
Jelly Roll fucking does it, man, and I like this tune, so hopefully I do it justice. Somebody save me from myself. I spent so long living in hell. They say my lifestyle is bad for my health. It's the only thing that seems to help. All of this drinking and smoking is hopeless, but feels like it's all that I need. Something inside of me is broken. I hold on to anything that sets me free. I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams. I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams. How's the sound out there, Bob Frida? What's up? Thank you. What if the night sky was missing the moon? There were no shooting stars to use wishing on you. And all of my sorrows, I just wash them down. It's the only peace I ever found. All of this drinking and smoking is hopeless, but I feel like it's all that I need. Something inside of me's broken. I hold on to anything that sets me free. I'm a lost cause. Baby, Thank you. Jelly Roll fucking does it, man, and I like this tune, so.
All right, that was my song, a cover of "Save Me" by Jelly Roll, and Nick. That was, like I said, that's for you. That's for your mom and your family. There's really nothing I could say that could express the loss of your life. So rest in peace. All right, I got some plugs that I want to do for the next couple of weeks. What's going on, and we're going to wrap up this episode. I want to thank our sponsor always, Mr. Beery's. They've always been the official sponsor of the Primal Scream podcast. There's always something going on each night. Monday nights, Monday Oki with Kevin Mundy. Tuesday is Bring Your Own Vinyl. They do play a side. And like I said last week, I'm not sure what side they do or what happens after that. But Wednesday, for the duration of the summer, is going to be Let It Bleed, the Rolling Stones tribute band. Thursday night is one of the best open mic nights. It's sponsored by Murphy's Music. This Friday, they have a show, Vendetta, The Vision, Space Turtles, and X Generation. On Saturday, Steve and the Not Steves, Sharp Violet, Counterfeit Phil, Native Sons, and the Suffolk Stranglers. A bunch of my friends, they're on this bill, so it's always a good night. Also, Demon Scar drummer Jared, his side project, Alt X, will be playing Popeyes on Saturday night. So go check them out. The next time you get to see the Scar will be July 13th. I believe I always get that date wrong. I think I got it wrong last week too. Just want to make sure. No, July 13th, Poppy Palooza 2. It's at the Old Town Gardens in East Setauket. And the lineup is stacked. Frequency Overload, Black Dawn, Alexecutioner, Synthetic Fist, The Opioids, and Demon Scar. This is probably going to be our show for the summer. So, all you guys have been asking, this is your opportunity. So definitely come through. And it's an all ages type of event. Actually, I think I do have a flyer for that. I'll get that up there. It's an all ages event. It has like kids drawings and paintings and stuff. No, I didn't get it.
There was one of the photos that you sent to me on Dropbox where it required you had to give me access to it.
Oh, okay. That's
Sorry,
probably what it was.
I should have mentioned it to you before we went on the air. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good, brother. That's on me. And the next August 30th through the 1st is going to be Lethal Weekend, and that's at the Jewel Music Center. And that is going to be a great weekend. It has the Cottonmouth Kings, R-Truth from WWE, Ron Killings, First Jason. I'm going to be doing a solo set on Sunday. And, it's going to be an excellent time. So make sure you do get your tickets for that. And I do want to leave you off with this. I forgot to talk about this before. Two things. One, I'm kind of like the opening act tonight for the presidential debate. I didn't think about saying that before. So those of you who tuned in, I really like to thank you for tuning in for me. And, as they say, that the opener sometimes smokes the headliner. It's probably the case tonight. But that's as political as I'm going to get for this evening with that. Now, there is a picture that I wanted to show. I was watching a Jim Jones documentary. I do all those crazy true crime stuff. And Jim Jones, his sunglass game is on point. Pure fire. Like, I really want to cheat on my Pesci's right now and get a pair of Jim Jones, but I'm so attached to these glasses. I love them, and I just don't want to cheat on Joe. So I gotta plug my glasses. They're badass glass. I love them. This is my endorsement for you. You guys always share my videos and stuff, and I do appreciate it. It's pretty cool. They don't follow many people, but they do follow me, and it's an honor because Joe Pesci is one of the greatest human beings to ever live. And I'm going to quote George Carlin again, you don't have to pray to God. You pray to Joe Pesci to get shit done. So Joe Pesci was always the guy in those movies to get it done. So again, guys, thank you for coming for another event of the events of Primal Scream. Until next time, I'm Nick Graystone, and you're not. Take care.
Thank you for listening to Primal Scream. I'm Nick Graystone, a.k.a. The Nizza. Each week, Primal Scream is produced by Tony Walker and executive produced by Demon Scar. Always remember, nobody writes your story but you. Later.